Many people have enjoyed wine for thousands of years. The simple act of letting grape juice ferment has evolved into a highly scientific and precise process. Hometown Cellars in Ithaca, Michigan has been perfecting their process for the past 5 years. It all starts with the juice. Imported juice from vineyards worldwide is specially blended to produce the type of wine desired. Each batch begins with 5 gallons of juice and will produce 6 gallons of wine. That's enough for 30 bottles. The juice is poured into food-grade plastic primary fermenters that have been sterilized and conditioned for the fermentation process. Next, dry ingredients are added. These include powdered oak wood, minerals, and the most important ingredient, yeast. Only 2.5 grams of yeast are added, but throughout the next 24 hours, the active yeast will reproduce over 2,000 times. The fermenters are depressurized via an airlock to avoid bursting, and then they are placed on shelves for 7 to 10 days. After its initial fermentation, the juice is transferred to a 6-gallon glass fermenter. Here it sits for another 7 to 10 days. Once the fermentation has run its course and the desired amount of alcohol has been produced, a preservative is added to the juice, a mixture of potassium sorbate and potassium metabisulfite, one to starve the yeast, another to stop it from reproducing. Then the fermenters are connected to a vacuum machine that removes all dissolved carbon dioxide. And now, the wine is ready to clear over a period of 14 days and then filter before leaving the cellar and moving up to bottling. The first step of bottling is sterilizing all of the bottles so nothing interferes with the flavor of the wine. Once the bottles are cleaned, they're placed on a drying rack. As the bottles dry, the vintner sets up the filling and the corking machines. The wine is pumped out of the larger fermenter and fills into the individual bottles that will end up on the shelves. Each 6-gallon batch of wine will fill about 30 bottles. Once the bottle fills up to a certain point, the liquid triggers a cutoff switch, so all the bottles have an even amount of wine in them. Once the bottle is filled, it's placed in the corking machine. Then the machine's arm pushes the cork into the bottle, sealing it off so no air can get in. Once the bottle is sealed, a decorative cap is put on the bottleneck and is heat shrunk to fit the form of the bottle using this heat coil. The final step in the bottling process is labeling the bottle. The label identifies which variety of wine is in this bottle. The finished bottle goes back into the cellar to mature for a year. Once the bottle has reached its proper age, it's placed on the shelf to be sold by the bottle or by the glass.